We're going to be talking about associations, your niche market associations, and if you have podcast interviews you've done, this is where all that would happen. So it's step number 3, and it's the associate tab. You click on the associate tab, and down here you'll see niche markets. You click on that, and if you have not added a podcast yet, and if you haven't been on a podcast, you must add a podcast. So if you don't have a podcast, you're welcome to add my podcast, which is the 5-Minute Bark. So as you saw, I went and I'm adding a podcast here. Click Add Podcast, select one. We'll say we'll put it on the wish list. And if you go down to 5-Minute Bark, click F, 5-Minute Bark. Find it here somewhere. 5-Minute Bark Podcast. Where are you? There we are. Okay. So add that and just click Add New. It'll be added. So now you have that. So this tool can work for you. Click Dashboard to go back. Go Associate, Niche Markets. So now you have this here, the 5-Minute Bark there. So what we're going to be doing here is basically associating your industries that you work within. Okay. So I would use if you have a Mac, it's the command button. Hold down the command button as you go to select different ones of these. So we'll obviously select the 5-Minute Bark Podcast, and I work with California, Arizona, Connecticut, and Florida. Okay. And if you work with them all, then you can select them all. If you only work with a few of them, just select your only, if you don't work really any with them, you just do the whole world, so to speak, just select your home state. And then industries. So I am working in business coaching. I have business productivity. And let's see. I'm a podcaster, so I'm working on podcasting. Also, I'm a public speaker. And obviously, I work in search engine optimization. And down here, I also have a business and I also coach. So what I'm going to do is hit save. So if you have selected literally all the states, you may see the thing take a while to do this because it's literally making thousands of entries for you. And if it times out, nothing was broken. It's just that the browser you're using couldn't handle the amount of time that it took to process it. So you'd have to go either quit that browser and log back in. So I'm going to hit save. I didn't select too many here, so it should take a second, and hit save. So you can see it's going to take a minute. Okay. So now what that did is it added essentially 48 different pages, SEO pages, based on those criteria. So here they are right here. It's basically giving me a chance to promote the podcast on 48 different pages using these keyword sets here. Okay. But we're not going to worry about that right now. We just needed to associate ourselves with different businesses, and that's how we do that. So if you've done this and you have not created a page yet, I would not recommend clicking on these until you have created your pages because they may not work because there's a lot of different things you have to put in your settings that will enable that to crash on you. So that's how you would add your niche markets. Again, going to associate, niche markets, and select the ones that work for you in these 4 criteria. Again, if you select all 50 states, it should take quite a bit of time. So be patient with it. And if it crashes, you didn't break it. It's just the browser cannot handle the amount of calculations it's doing. Just quit the browser, log back in, and everything should be just fine. And again, you can find that all, hit save, right in your SEO pages here. Okay, so there's 3 different tools we have for your SEO, but this one in particular is doing associations to your categories or industry niche markets. I hope this video helps. And again, if you ever have any questions, you can contact us right away and get a person on the line and we'll help you out.